Hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Vintage Story. I hope you all enjoyed your Halloween and your weekend. Or if you don't celebrate Halloween, just your weekend, I guess. But today, we are back to work. I need to make some time to cook some stuff. I think I'm gonna waste a little bit of fat here. Do I have to use two? Dang. It's a nice bear rug though. No. Bear rug. Anyway. We have some raw bushmeat that's an okay snack. And some assortment of stuff. But let's start cooking this. There you go. And I'm just gonna put these pine wood in here. And I don't remember where I was keeping my bones. Probably in the smithy. And that was in the smithy. And I'll keep that lump of fat to sale stuff. But while we're here, I need 32... 64 of a grain, which I have a bunch of. You know what? I think I'm gonna go for the spelt. And then carrots and onions, kind of like normal. That's spoiled. Okay. I'm just gonna make a trip to the smithy. Apocalyptic. That's nice. And I will put some stuff away. Namely resin. And some bones. And I might even be able to make a trip to the windmill before all that raw bush meat is done cooking. Which is practically just jerky, since you can't cook it with anything. Look at that windmill spin. Bushes. Where's the bushes? And some stuff that's getting spoiled and turning into rot. And our, what would that be called? Compost. Our compost is doing well. More than halfway done. I didn't start this, but I do need... that for some glass. And it's still cooking. Well, this is almost done, and I can put it in the next barrel. Do I have another barrel in here? I do. I need some more oak and stuff. I'm gonna go run over to the windmill and find my water bucket. Even though I don't just use it for water. So then I can refill my barrel of borax, diluted borax, and some of my tannin stuff. But first I need to find where I put my bucket. There we go. I guess the grass under the trees I planted won't turn into forest floor? I don't know. How do I make dilute borax again? How much more do I need? This is like 10 liters? Yeah, 10. And at max it has, I think, 50. So I'll just do 20. $40. Now I don't have the oak currently, but with oak or a strong wood that isn't pine or maple or birch, I can make tannin again. There we go. I'm just gonna put that there. And we got some jerky. That music was fun. A little extreme, but fun. I always like hearing that one. But apparently, for Thanksgiving this month, my family has some fun plans, and I don't have to travel. I hate traveling most times. I just don't find it the most enjoyable. Of things to do. So I'm glad that for that holiday I don't have to travel. I'm pretty sure for Christmas I still have to travel, but it is what it is. And today I'm thinking of doing a double feature. My boyfriend, I asked, what do you think I should record? And he suggested I do Vintage Story and Stardew. So I'm going to try and get both of those up today. And Sundays, me and him hang out a lot throughout the day, and we made so much progress on our Minecraft world. It's almost ready for a world tour update. Just need to finish 2 last big things. That was weird. But then I can show you guys all the progress that I've made with him in our world from the last time I did one. I don't even remember the last time I did a world tour update. It'll be a big difference. In my other videos I mentioned a castle, and I mean, it's kind of there. I want your guys' opinion as viewers to see, what do you think? How should we make this castle work more? But we have a slight layout, and we have space. So that is what one mostly needs. I need to reorganize my inventory. But while we wait for that one to cook, I'm kind of okay with this as a bakery for right now. It's a little bit smaller than I imagined. I kind of went with the flow, and this is what the flow it gave me. I guess I missed a block, but otherwise we have our windows laid out. I don't think there'll be a second story. There might, but it's kind of just a little shop. And I'll have to put something in between these builds. I could do like a berry bush or a fruit tree or another little field of flowers like that with different colors. Maybe if we get more red and orange lupins, we can put some right here. And I'd like to regrow this pine tree. Maybe change it out with a fruit tree eventually. But that pine tree is a little underwhelming now compared to the size of my house. And since I looked over there and I can see that the pine trees by the windmill are actually really tall, I'd prefer if that pine tree was also as tall as the others. And lately, I've been getting a lot of anime talk in my YouTube feed, and it's so fun. For some reason, one of my favorites is trending right now. Slightly trending. But Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash. I've enjoyed it thoroughly. I watched it when I was like a sophomore in high school, I think. A little bit later when it came out. Or maybe I did watch it right when it came out, but I just enjoyed it. I liked how fleshed out the world seemed in the anime. And the aesthetics. Because most anime have a hardcore style that they kind of stick to. And Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash's style was like watercolors. The trees and everything were watercolors. Everything except the people and the monsters were basically watercolors. And I just really enjoyed that aesthetic. And I liked how realistic the fantasy was and how slow-paced it was. I like slow-paced things. And it eventually got me to read the light novels. I tried to look for the manga, but the manga was there's a disconnect between the anime, the manga, and the light novels. And it just made it really weird. But the light novel and the and the anime go pretty well together. So I've read a couple of the light novels. I still have some I haven't read through. I've kind of just been in a gaming mood the past couple months, so I haven't been reading as much. But I still have like 4 to 5 volumes to go through that I have on my bookshelf. I still have volume 5, 6, 7, and 8 to go through, and maybe... No, I'm on 5. I'm on 5 right now. I can see the bookmark. But I watched a video basically talking about it, and then I read some of the comments, because usually when you find something that you like, you read the comments about it, and some people were like, the creator of the light novel only let them create an anime adaptation because they wanted to promote the light novels and they didn't want to make it a full-on anime. I'm like, that's a little sad, but they said the story would only fit in the light novel world, not really a anime story, which I kind of get. But overall, I think the story was good enough that it could be a full anime if it wanted to. And had the permission to. But then there was a comment saying that there's just a disconnect, and then every 3 books it's like the whole plot entirely changes. And I mean, I kind of understand that, but not really. Because the plot is basically watching the main characters grow as people. It's not really about an overarching, oh, we're gonna defeat a demon lord, but rather we're gonna grow as people and get better and not be as weak as we used to be. And that's basically what Grimgar is about. Oh, look at the little bugs. I haven't seen this one. They hop away when you get near them. That's so cute. I haven't ever really noticed those before. Okay. I do find it odd that there's like a snake noise, but there is no snake. But I need 1 piece of this for right now. To fill that in. And if I have this done, which it does seem like it is done. Cool. We have more glass. Not enough glass, but enough for the big windows. I still need 8 more pieces of glass. I'll have to go mine some quartz then. But I am first going to check on this. That's the base. That's the top of it. Cool. Now, we had a big quartz vein over here. It's still on my map, so that means I'm not done with it just yet. So I guess we'll go this way and do some more quartz. Sorry, that was a bit loud. That spawned right in front of my face. let's try to avoid any wolves. Oh, there's copper right there. Another rift. What? Where? I'm gonna mine this part then. So I don't have a wolf angrily jump on me. If I had the cave ends enabled in my settings, I would totally not be able to do this weird mining. It would have like fallen on me, and that would suck. I don't know how you're supposed to mine out this whole big vein of quartz then with that on though. Because the quartz veins I've all seen are very flat like a pancake and very long. And it leaves the roof in a very collapsible shape. There's copper too. I'm surprised I didn't mark that. And there's a copper bit right there, so there should be more under there. There. We got that little part of the vein done. That piece of flint looks like it has quartz in it. It's just very whitened out. Okay. That's 64 quartz, so I am chill. Stopping there. And we found some berry bushes. Let's go around that. And I'm just gonna run by that spot that had the little copper. I guess a wolf right here must have followed me somewhere. But it left the boar alive. Hey, that's a little pack. Gonna avoid that. But be sure to comment and tell me what you want to see in my little vintage story series. I still have quite a while in this world before I make a new one. The update that added oceans did interest me in making a new world, but I do rather like this world I'm currently in. And until they add a couple more updates that add more world generation content, and maybe even more biomes, I think I'm going to be in this world a lot longer. Okay. More glass for me. Okay. That's 20, so that fits together. I don't think there's anything else I have that needs to go in there. I'll just finish off my bushmeat jerky. I call it jerky because that's what it looks like and how much it feeds you like. Black currant berry. That's red. I'll just put that in the windmill. Do I have any extras in here? I do. Lucky me. Alright. We'll finish more work on that later. For right now, I want to go water my crops at the windmill. And hopefully we can see some of our flax finishing soon, so I can get more sales. So that windmill isn't too wimpy. And it actually looks a bit bigger. But look at this. Our farm's all nice with the big trees now. I need some trees like right over there. First, though, watering can. I hope you enjoy the wind in this area. It's one of the other reasons why I thought a windmill would be awesome here. It does seem like our flax is actually keeping a high level of moisture. It's higher than 75, most of it, which is surprising. Honestly, in a server setting, I'd be fully happy just farming like this. So peaceful. I need to try and get my friends hooked on Vintage Story. But it is still like 24 bucks almost, or around there. I haven't checked. But that is a big ask for your friends to buy something. If it's like $5 or less, that's like, oh, okay, maybe. Especially if it's on sale and it's that much, then it's definitely easier to get people to buy. But this game is definitely worth the more than 20 bucks. That thing just phased out of existence. I'm not gonna farm those turnips yet. I know they're fully done, but I have a full storage vessel full of turnips practically. I just put those down to fill the field, and the field is full, so I'm content. I should also get the honeycomb from the bees, shouldn't I? Work on making more candles. I like slow-paced things a lot, as I mentioned slightly before when talking about Grimgar. In me and my boyfriend's Minecraft world, we were on stone tools forever. Because I was just like, I enjoy this slow pace. And I was having fun with it. Which, in a game, that is what matters most, is if you are having fun with it. But now I'm slowly getting netherite stuff, and I'm still having fun, so good sign there. I was worried I'd have a bit less fun when I got to netherite tools, but it is nice not having everything break in an instant. Hello? Oh. I was trying to right-click these to harvest them. That's not how that works. Can you spawn a tree in Vintage Story with a beehive naturally on it? That'd be cool. If I could spawn like a fruit tree in here with a naturally spawning beehive. So I can just break all the beehives and then replant them rather than have to keep one up at all times. Oh, that's weird. We've crossed into the bad temporal area. I forgot I haven't even filled this cattail field up. Oh. That doesn't let me keep the roots, does it? That was a mistake on my part. I thought it would keep the roots. Oh. My food has rotted. "93% spoiled." Does that do anything bad when I eat it? Oh. It doesn't give me much food now. Interesting. Let's make a skep. How do I make this again? That's how. I think I'll make another one. Happy bees. Happy bees. Happy bees. That's good. None of them really wanted to sting me. That's nice of them. When I was younger, I was much more afraid of bees than I am now. Same with spiders. I saw a spider in the garage the other day. I'm like, wow, that's a big spider. And I was just like checking its back from a little distance to make sure it wasn't the poisonous kind. Because I don't like poisonous stuff. But normal spiders, those are fine. So anyway, I was doing that and I'm like, oh yeah, I don't think that's a poisonous kind. And then it was just sitting next to a rug and I'm like, you good? And so I kind of kicked the rug. The rug didn't budge, but it sent like vibrations when I kicked it. And I felt bad because the spider totally spasmed around like it was having a seizure. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, little guy. This giant just like... I don't know what the equivalent of that would be. A giant kicks your football court? Your football? Your football? Your football field or something? I can speak, I promise. But I think that's the equivalent of what it was. It was much bigger though. But I heard that quartz was still cooking. We have a full floor. I guess we can start doing the roof. Actually, I'll just grab all of that. And keep one in there. But also this. Okay, so I need my chisel and my hammer for that. I'm gonna make that quickly. I went down and totally ignored half the stuff I don't think this has enough durability to do it. No, it doesn't. Oh. Honestly, I don't know what durability that has to do anything. But there's 2 more wooden axles for the windmill. I'm being self-compromising right now and not doing the things I was trying to do. Okay. There you go. I need a corner there. I need one of those here. Wait, no. Oh. Okay. Back up we go. There's that. What? Oh, I'm surprised that didn't hurt. Okay. And then... oh, why is my dog mad? Someone left the house. Buddy. Okay. I need more pine wood. But we have a start. Now I'm gonna put this there. Cool. Okay. Rift activity medium. That maple tree looks weird. It's very tall and does not have a lot of leaves. This definitely is not enough. But it is better than nothing. Oh look! Pink apple tree is flowering. Oh, hi. Resin tree. Let's do that. And boop. Okay. Little better. No, wait, I have normal flint in my house. I'll just use that to make more. Because, yeah, I do not have more pre-made flint axe heads. I'll grab some of these pine seeds and replant them over where I'm gonna deforest. But let's sleep. So I don't have to deal with the creepies and the darkness. Because trying to get good footage when a game is dark and OBS darkens things, not that fun. I will grab these though. That's some easy stone paths. That's borax though. And that's flint. Okay. Pine tree, pine tree. Pine tree, pine tree. Pine tree. More stone for me. I like how big this one is, but I need the pine wood. I am sorry, my friend. Where is this? There it is. Now it has turned into a bush. Is there more up there? I don't see any. That's okay. Let's replant a pine tree there. And there. Let's also plant one right here. So I'm getting rid of this one. And just because I can, one up here. That'll look pretty later. Now it's flint. Let's grab some dirt. And I will condense this down. And how do I make this other one? This way? That way? Yes. I think I need around 6. No, I need more than that. Probably. Boop. Why did you do that? What? That was weird. Okay, now stairs. So that I can make this look nice. rather than having to chisel to make it look nice. There we go. And I'll grab this. I'll eat a little snack. More like a full-on lunch. And get my glass. Boop. Ah, boop. I was surprised that one didn't make noise until then. I was trying to walk through the door for a minute. Little drifter in the basement. Okay. Now let's put back these pine things that I can. There. I'll fit. And I need to put this saw away. Cool. Wait, no. Glass as well. Normal glass? Quartz glass. Quartz glass is the foggy glass that looks like that. That I like in the smithy, but nowhere else really. Cause look how clear that one is. Now... Oh. I haven't done the inside of the roof. That's a problem. But the bakery is basically done. I just need a bunch of dirt to fix the terrain around the bakery. And I guess I can get a bunch more horsetail to just spam around here so it looks like there's a horsetail field in the backyard. And I need a lot more sandstone right here. And I'll go look for some... something to put in that little spot there, like flowers or berry bushes. At the windmill. Oh wow, it's not windy anymore. Windmill's not moving. Okay. There is some woad. There's horsetail. We have red top grass. I think a heather field would be fine there. Okay. Horsetail and Heatherfield. Oh, there's another wooden bucket. I think I left the other one at the house, so it's nice to have one here. Now... sandstone. Sandstone, sandstone, sandstone. I guess I'll go into this little mine deposit in the ruin. Just mine quite a bit of it. I'm just gonna mine till this pickaxe breaks. Oh joy, my dentist appointment is coming up. Don't you love how your calendar on your phone just reminds you of things that happen suddenly? Dentist appointment. I don't mind the dentist, but it's just like time taken out of your day. That's like, I could have done something else during this time, but instead I'm at the dentist. Three more blocks. There we go. You know what? I'm gonna mine that last one. Get some extras. And then I will cover this up as my little sandstone spot. There's a rift over there. Medium. At least it's not apocalyptic like it was earlier. I'm still surprised. I think last episode of Vintage Story and this episode are the only times I've ever seen it be apocalyptic. Boop. Right, that. I'm actually gonna need a little bit more dirt. And those if I'm lucky. Let's take a screenshot of our bakery. Actually, I'm not gonna sit up for that. Cool. Now Let's go fix this path as well. Okay. Let's hurry on over and fix the windmill while I remember now. But if any of you are vintage story experts and you know what I need to put in between these two, that would be very helpful. I didn't bring my axe, so this is going to be a slight process. Okay. We have our basic pieces back. By the way it sounded when I broke the sails, I thought I would not be getting that back and I was going to be very sad. But now we can bring it out one more. And there we go. I'm gonna go out and get that now. And then... yeah. I just need more sails on that. But now that it's out, it won't hit the roof. And let's see if we're lucky. Is any of this done? No. I will get to watering it again then. I want my flax, dang it. Why did it sound like something threw something at me? Like almost like a drifter threw a rock at me. That's what it sounded like. Yesterday, while I'm thinking about vegetables and stuff from farming, my dad, oh my gosh, he brought home this weird vegetable mix from the store. That was like root vegetables roasted in campfire. So it was pre-cooked and all I had to do was reheat it up. I'm sure it had like yams and stuff, but everything, there's a little bit of onion in there. I think there was yams. It looked like there was supposed to be potato in there, but it had a hard core. So I don't think it was exactly potatoes. Anyway, it was something. And because it was roasted over a campfire, there was all like the taste of campfire, which I'm pretty sure it's just carbon dioxide at that point. But it was hard to taste any vegetable aside from campfire, which is not a vegetable. And it's not a food either. And I was like, I didn't mind it because you could like just barely taste the vegetable. And having stuff campfire roasted is nice, but like that was an idea. I think either the person who packaged it overcooked them and just didn't care, or they were like, let's go overboard. There we go. That's a little horsetail field. If you look out this front, just looks like horsetail. And over here, well, that's too close. I'm gonna make this field a bit more organized than the other one. So it looks like someone actually planted it. I might steal that one. Look, now we have some little rows of heather. And right here we have this nice big field of blue lupins and cornflowers. It's so nice now. I wish I had a fruit tree to put here, though. That'll make it better. And that pine tree being taller, and a bit more trees everywhere in the village. But once we get more of those, this village will look a little nice. We have a main house, another house. I might just make that the leather making house at this point. Because that's for pottery, that's for our bakery, this is our smithy. I need a house for wood and a house for leather making, and so far that one looks like a leather making house. Because this, all of that looks like it could fit in there pretty easily. Speaking of, that's still got a ways to go. But I think that's all for me today for Vintage Story, since I'm also going to do a little bit of Stardew today. But I hope you enjoyed, and please comment and tell me what you think I should do in the windmill area, on the farms, and in the town. If I should make an actual new house for the leather making and or woodworking area. But I hope to hear from you, and I hope you had a good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of day it is for you, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye!